You're not going to talk to him like that.
But I am. And what are you going to do to us? And what are you going to do? You're not going to talk to him. Don't play with me. Don't play with him. Don't play with me with him.
No woman is ever going to disrespect my husband in front of me. Never.
She hit me in my face, and I'll beat your ass. Don't ever get my face again, bitch. Take your asses inside. Try again next time.
Yandy's reaction about these rumors is proof that they're true. Cause a hit dog will holler.
In the vibrant world of reality television, where emotions often run high and drama unfolds at every turn, an incident that would become the talk of the season took place at a lavish party thrown by one of their closest friends. The atmosphere was electric, filled with laughter, music, and the clinking of glasses, but beneath the surface, tension simmered like a pot about to boil over. Erika, known for her unapologetic and fiery personality, was in rare form that evening. Her vivacious energy drew everyone in, but as the night wore on, her playful teasing began to take a sharper edge. She fixated on Mendeecees, a friend who had always been the peacemaker in their group. Mendeecees, usually equipped with a quick wit and a smile, found herself on the receiving end of Erika's jabs. At first it seemed harmless, and the others laughed, but as Erika's comments turned more pointed and personal, the atmosphere shifted. Yandy, a longtime friend and the group's voice of reason, noticed the change immediately. She had always had Mendeecees back, and watching her friend squirm under Erika's relentless teasing made her stomach churn. Mendeecees' smile faded, replaced by discomfort, and Yandy felt a surge of protectiveness. She could no longer stand by and let Erika's behavior go unchecked. "Hey, Erika, maybe ease up a bit?" Yandy suggested, her tone light but firm, hoping to diffuse the tension. But Erika simply shrugged off the warning with a laugh, dismissing Yandy's concern as an overreaction. Yandy's frustration grew. She had always been the one to keep the peace, but watching Mendeecees hurt pushed her to the brink. "Seriously, Erika, that's enough," Yandy insisted, her voice rising slightly. "You're crossing a line." Erika turned to face Yandy, her laughter replaced by annoyance. "What's your problem? It's just a joke," she shot back, rolling her eyes. The room felt charged, a quiet murmur sweeping through the crowd as they sensed the brewing confrontation. In that moment, a wave of emotion washed over Yandy, driven by a mixture of anger, frustration, and a fierce desire to protect her friend. She stepped closer to Erika, her heart pounding. "It's not just a joke if it hurts someone," she declared, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. Erika, caught off guard, paused, and then a look of defiance crossed her face. "How dare you lecture me?" Erika retorted, her anger flaring. Without thinking, Yandy's hand shot out and she slapped Erika across the face. The sharp crack of skin against skin echoed in the room, silence falling like a heavy blanket. Gasps filled the air, and all eyes turned toward the two women, astonished by the sudden escalation. Erika stood frozen for a moment, shock and disbelief washing over her features. Her hand instinctively flew to her cheek, where the imprint of Yandy's hand would surely linger. Rage quickly replaced her shock. "You think you can just hit me?" she yelled, stepping closer, fists clenched at her sides, ready to retaliate. Yandy, equally fired up, held her ground, defiance flashing in her eyes. "Enough is enough, Erika," Yandy shot back, her voice unwavering amidst the tension. "We're supposed to be friends, but this isn't friendship. You need to realize that your words have consequences." Just then, Mendeecees, who had been silently absorbing the chaos, stepped forward. Her calm demeanor stood in stark contrast to the whirlwind surrounding her. "Ladies, let's take a moment," she implored, her voice steady but tinged with concern. "We're better than this. We need to talk, not fight." As the tension in the room began to dissipate, the others slowly regained their composure, still processing the shocking turn of events. Yandy and Erika, now momentarily caught in the aftermath of their confrontation, realized the gravity of what had just occurred. The night that had started with such promise had spiraled into chaos, leaving the foundation of their friendship shaken. After a brief silence, the group began to move away from the dramatic confrontation. Conversation sparked anew as everyone attempted to shift the mood back to a semblance of normalcy. Yandy and Erika exchanged glances, their expressions a mix of anger, hurt, and confusion. As the night wore on, the group rallied around the two women, working to mend the rift that had formed. Through conversations filled with honesty and vulnerability, they began to peel back the layers of emotion that had led to the slap. Both Yandy and Erika acknowledged their feelings. Yandy's protective protective instincts and Erika's struggle to maintain her identity in a group that sometimes felt overwhelming. What started as an explosive moment became a turning point in their friendship, a lesson in communication, boundaries, and the importance of understanding each other's struggles. They realized that while the drama of reality television might bring excitement, it was the bonds they forged and the lessons learned that truly mattered. In the end, the incident served not only as a catalyst for personal growth, but also as a reminder that true friendship is tested in moments of conflict. As they hugged it out, the atmosphere lightened, laughter returned, and the bonds between them grew stronger, proving that even the most tumultuous moments can lead to deeper connections. In the world of reality TV, it wasn't just about the drama, it was about the love and loyalty that ultimately defined their relationships.
This all this provoking. That's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise
We're gonna
you.
walk straight to
No,
our
listen.
car.
I promise you. When one of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
Let's go get some drinks.
And if I didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you know, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the calls I did pick up.
Mendeecees sat in the dim light of his living room, the weight of the world pressing down on his shoulders. He glanced around the space that once felt like a sanctuary, now filled with echoes of laughter and love that felt all but distant. The recent turn of events had shattered his sense of peace, and the tension in the air was palpable. Yandy had always been his rock, the one who stood by him through the storm, but now everything felt different. Their once solid foundation had begun to crack under the strain of unspoken frustrations and unmet expectations. He could still hear the sharpness in her voice when she had finally reached her breaking point, the words cutting through him like a knife. "You need to get it together, Mendeecees. I can't keep doing this." The memory replayed in his mind like a haunting melody. It had started as an argument about the future, plans that never seemed to materialize, promises that were left unfulfilled. Mendeecees had tried to defend himself, to explain that he was doing his best, but all he could see was the disappointment in her eyes. The love that once bound them now felt like a heavy chain pulling them apart. When Yandy had packed her bags and walked out, the finality of it struck him like a thunderclap. He felt lost, adrift in a sea of regret and confusion. The house that had once felt alive was now a shell, the silence deafening. Mendeecees wandered through the empty rooms, each one a reminder of what they had built together. Photographs on the walls captured moments of joy, but now they served as painful reminders of what was slipping away. As days turned into weeks, Mendeecees struggled to process his feelings. He thought about the life they had envisioned together, the family they wanted to raise, the dreams they had shared. But with every passing moment, the weight of his mistakes grew heavier. He couldn't shake the feeling that he had let Yandy down in ways he couldn't fully understand. Friends and family reached out, concerned about his well-being. They could see the toll it was taking on him, the way his laughter had faded, replaced by a somber expression that spoke volumes. He tried to put on a brave face, but inside he was unraveling. The walls of his heart felt like they were closing in, suffocating him with the reality of his choices. One evening, as he stared out at the sunset, a flicker of hope ignited within him. Maybe it wasn't too late. Perhaps he could still reach out to Yandy to mend the broken pieces of their relationship, but the fear of rejection loomed large. Would she even want to hear from him? Could he find the right words to express how truly sorry he was? He picked up his phone, hesitating as he typed a message. After what felt like an eternity, he hit send, his heart racing with uncertainty. In that moment, he realized that he had to confront his demons if he ever wanted to reclaim the love that once filled his home. The journey ahead would not be easy, but Mendeecees understood that true growth often came from the ashes of pain. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over everything, he took a deep breath, ready to face whatever came next. Just when we believed Yandy and Menny were emerging from the turmoil in their relationship, rumors have surfaced that could dismantle everything they've built. So what's the latest? Well, it revolves around an alleged secret affair. Yep, you heard that correctly. Menny is being accused of cheating with Erika, the mother of one of his children. And from what has come to light, this isn't just a fleeting encounter. It appears to have been ongoing for some time, with evidence accumulating. To make matters worse, there are suggestions that Menny might have even secretly proposed to Erika. Yandy isn't just heartbroken, she's experiencing a full-blown meltdown, especially since this isn't the first time Menny has faced such scrutiny. But this time, the situation situation seems more severe than ever. Let's take a step back. Mendy has some unresolved issues, and this isn't merely a relic of the past. Before Yandy entered the picture, there was Erika D, who is the mother of his child. Recently, whispers have emerged suggesting that Mendy has been getting closer to her, and it's become apparent that their connection extends beyond co-parenting. Initially, people thought it was just idle gossip, but where there's smoke, there's often fire. Mendy and Erika have to communicate because of their shared child, but the buzz is that he's been spending time with her for reasons beyond their son. Things have escalated rapidly, and now it's being reported that Mendy didn't merely reconnect with Erika, he's been sneaking around with her behind Yandy's back for quite some time. We're not talking about casual meetups. This has developed into a full-blown affair that has been kept under wraps. Essentially, he has been reigniting his relationship with Erika while Yandy remained oblivious. This isn't the first time his past has come back to haunt him, but the gravity of this situation feels unprecedented. Consider Yandy's perspective. She has stood by Mendy throughout his challenges, from legal troubles to his time in prison, believing they were building a future together. Now she is devastated, thinking they were making progress as a family only to have everything come crashing down. It's heart-wrenching, and honestly, who wouldn't feel that way? Discovering that the man she loves has been involved with his ex is overwhelming. However, Yandy isn't one to stay silent. Even while in pain, she's voicing her feelings. She's been publicly shading Erika, insisting that she's merely a side piece. But let's face it, the situation is far more intricate than that. Meanwhile, Erika isn't going to let Yandy disrespect her without a response. What does she do? She presents the evidence. Erika took to social media, sharing old photos of herself and Mendy from when things were still very much intertwined. These images reveal that Erika and Mendy maintained a close relationship, emphasizing that their bond has always been significant. Erika's message is unmistakable. She's making it clear that she wasn't the one relegated to the sidelines. In fact, she suggests that Yandy may have been the one playing second fiddle. The drama is intensifying as Erika implies that Yandy may not be as secure in her position as she believed. With those old photos and supporting stories, it's tough not to question whether Erika might have a valid point.
I'll be moving in two different directions, and if I don't speak up right now, I'm gonna be miserable.
And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse for Yandy, here comes the real bombshell. Rumor has it that Mendy might have taken things further with Erika than anyone anticipated. It appears he may have even put a ring on it. That's right, sources are suggesting that Mendy and Erika are secretly engaged. Can you believe it? While Yandy has been struggling to keep her family intact, it seems Mendy has been busy planning a future with someone else. And not just anyone, Erika D, the same woman who has been a source of strife in Yandy's life for years. It's like a nightmare for Yandy that just keeps escalating with every new revelation. The idea that Mendy is engaged to Erika has everyone talking. If this is accurate, it could mean that Mendy has completely moved on from Yandy despite everything they've experienced together. With the news of the engagement circulating online, fans are left wondering just how long this has been happening behind Yandy's back.
Sometimes it don't feel like we in a relationship. It feel more like a business arrangement, and it don't seem like you happy. I'm scared to get to a point with no return.
I had to carry the brunt of this relationship, the brunt of these kids and everything, where I put a lot of my dreams on pause. So now that you're here, there is a part of me that feels like, I want to shoot movies, you know, I want to open up businesses, I want to hire more people.
You can't neglect, our needs or things that you want. If money gonna make you happy and that's gonna fulfill you, what are we doing here?
You feel like I work hard.
No, it's not about work hard. Please let's not make this about work hard, right? Let's just make it about Yandy do what she wanna do, right?
For those who have been following Yandy and Mendy's journey, you know this isn't their first encounter with drama. It's been quite the saga. Mendy has faced his share of legal troubles, including a stint in prison, and through it all, Yandy stood by his side. They even had that grand wedding on VZ1, which seemed like a fairy tale ending after all the chaos. But remember, Yandy dropped a bombshell when she disclosed that their wedding wasn't legally binding at first. They've been navigating a blended family, with many having children from previous relationships, which was never an easy task. Yandy has dealt with baby mama drama for years, but this affair and the secret engagement could be too much to bear. While Mendeecees' past has always loomed over their relationship, it appeared they were making progress, especially after his release from prison. However, with all this new information, their future looks increasingly uncertain. Yandy has been the pillar of support, holding everything together while Mendeecees was away and raising their children. But this betrayal is particularly painful, especially since it involves someone from his past, someone Yandy has had issues with. If Mendeecees really is engaged to Erika, it's evident that their relationship may be reaching a breaking point.
Let down my whole life.
Right.
I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down. And I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told her
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me a
If
sometimes
he give it out, I'm gonna take it.
Sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they really want. That.
In the aftermath of the emotional turmoil, Mendeecees finally found himself in the hot seat during a recent interview, and what he revealed sent shockwaves through the community. He candidly admitted that he was more enamored with the idea of marriage than with the actual feeling of being in love. This confession struck hard, especially for Yandy, who had dedicated herself to their relationship through thick and thin. Yandy had poured her heart and soul into keeping their family intact amidst the chaos, navigating legal battles, dealing with family drama, and raising his children. To hear Mendeecees declare that he was merely going through the motions felt like a slap in the face. It raised serious questions about his commitment and affection for her, leaving her feeling deeply hurt and undervalued. As the news circulated, it became clear that their relationship was on shaky ground. Yandy stood at a crossroads, grappling with whether to fight for the love they once shared or to finally walk away for good. The weight of his words loomed large, and she was left to reflect on what she truly wanted. After all the emotional struggles, it was understandable if she felt drained and ready to move on. Yet anyone who knew Yandy understood that she was not one to back down easily. Time and again, she had demonstrated her willingness to fight for her family and what she believed in. But this situation was different. It was no longer just about Mendeecees. It was about her own happiness and self-worth. Being with someone who was emotionally checked out was a difficult truth to swallow. Fans began weighing in, sharing their thoughts on the couple's dilemma. Comments ranged from support for Yandy to critiques of Mendeecees, with some expressing concern that he might seek a younger partner once he and Yandy parted ways. Others lamented the dissolution of what they viewed as a powerful example of black love, urging Yandy to prioritize her own happiness and self-respect. In relationships, love can often be complicated, especially with the history that Mendeecees and Yandy shared. At some point, one must question if it's worth staying in a partnership where the other person isn't fully invested. Many high-profile couples had navigated similar challenges, and it became evident that sometimes the strongest decision is to walk away. As Yandy contemplated her next steps, she knew she had to consider what was best for her future. Should she give Mendeecees another chance, hoping he would rediscover his feelings for her? Or was this the final straw, the moment she needed to reclaim her own happiness? The decision loomed heavy, and everyone was eager to hear what she would choose. In a world full of opinions, Yandy's journey had become a topic of discussion for many, leaving everyone wondering what lay ahead for her. Would she find the strength to move on, or would she fight for the love that had once brought them together? Only time would tell, but one thing was clear: she deserved to be with someone who was all in.